Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Sorry I didn't unmute my mic. This is Accounting Nightmare. Welcome Tag, Alyosha, Rurus, Sneegen, Counting. Let's begin. Yeah, it's time for case 3. Case 2-3 really, because it's second game, third case. People's least favourite case in the original trilogy anyway. Welcome Rambro. I'm pretty good thanks, my hip's kind of pretty sore today. So hopefully that gets a bit better. It's a bit better from this morning, thankfully, when I woke up, so I think it's getting a bit better. Whoa, the scroll wheel moves this menu apparently. Alright. So let me know if this looks like it's out of sync, the audio. I meant to check that on my phone actually, but I forgot. Yeah, well. Hey Sana2K, yes, we are in clown territory. Oh dear. Alright, we finished case 2 yesterday. And now we get to start episode 3. Let's have fun! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. The world's greatest magician. The one, the only. Maximilian Galactica. December 26, 8:12 p.m. Very big circus entrance. Get it? Very big circus because it's really big, really big circus. Was it December 26th? Huh. Boxing Day. Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant bull, not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick? Huh? What is it, Pearls? Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? I'm sorry. Aw. Pearls is the best. I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Kurine Village. And it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self. It's time to go. You're right, we can't miss the last train. Pearls, you remembered the train? Of course I did. But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's got to be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it, really. You were going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. I'm glad you would get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. But Pearly! Look, it's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick. Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way. Pearl's happy bouncing animation is too damn cute. Yes, he's so cute. December 28th, 9:12 AM, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Well, Today wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. One day. Wow. Good ringtone. Hello? This is the right and... Nick! It's terrible! Ah, Maya. Perfect timing. Things are terrible here too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? My dirty office. What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. The TV. Now, let's check in at the scene. Huh? What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the centre of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The Very Big Circus? That's the circus we went to, right? I mean, are there multiple circuses at the moment in town? Hey, Mamudadine. Welcome. Yeah, yep, it's this case. They're saying that there was a murder. Yeah, they arrested him too. Arrested who? Max! They arrested Max Galactica. Maximilian Galactica. Fans call him Max. A popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. Alright, Nick, I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention centre. Huh? What? See you there. He just decides we're taking on this case. You've still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? Thanks, Maya. We have Maya to blame for this case, it seems. Hey, American, welcome. Just seeing if I can bring up my own stream on my phone to just check the audio. There we go. Well, take a look around the office first, I suppose. Charlie. There we go. My stream's on my phone. It's kind of weird, actually. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. I wouldn't mind his help cleaning this place up. Yeah, I bet Charlie can help with that. Ah, thanks for the host, American. A poster of the newest member of the Steel Samurai universe. Maya went out and bought it right away. She's a sucker for all things Steel Samurai. I hear they're even giving the new guy his own movie. I just know Maya is going to drag me out to see it with her. There is a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. Until recently, it had been a normal business-class hotel. Yeah, so the whole thing with them making money off of that murder, apparently that worked. My desk. Since I don't have time to sit, it's unusually clean. Doesn't have time to sit. Are you actually busy, or... Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. I wouldn't mind dumping some of these off at the used bookstore. Read them, Phoenix. But that might not be such a good idea. Read them. You're a lawyer. Learn about law. Jesus. I'm just checking the audio sync on my phone. Once this catches it. So we solved the case. Maya is free. Yes, we solved the case 2. That was really good. That was a fun case, actually. It got a bit strange with, like, what's the legality behind spirit channeling? But, I think it was pretty good. Hang on. Yeah, looks good to me. Okay. I'm paranoid about my audio sync now, because I had that one stream I had to resync. Okay, let's go meet our client, since Maya has decided for us. Nick, you complain, but deep down you love being dragged around by Maya. Yep. It's true. He hasn't needed to read them yet, and he has won every case he's been involved in. That's a good point. If he reads the books, he might actually start losing. 11:19 AM, Detention Centre, Visitors Room. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand. Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing. Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous. What a clever girl. Such a fabulous understanding of events. What's with all this fabulous talk? Welcome to the visitors' room. It's Max! Nick, look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica. Alright, sweetie, pick a card, any card. He called me sweetie. Oh, Nick. Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card, any card. This one. Uh-huh. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts. Ah! He got it! He got it! Nick, look! He got it! What can I say, sweetie? You have stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. This guy. Yeah, sleight of hand. I was wondering if that was going to be like a pun, but then I didn't follow up on it, so I guess it was just a typo. Max! Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time. Max, you should let Nick pick a card. Nick, I don't want to steal one of his hearts. Oh, no worries, Sneejin. Early morning in Europe. Oh, good. I'm glad it works out for you. Yeah, it's afternoon for me in Australia, so it fits my schedule really well. And you are? Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. A driver? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card. Phoenix doesn't even have a driver's license. I want this one. So, sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you? Yes, I'm your biggest fan. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir. Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay? Oh yes. Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely cringe-inducing. Excellent. Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself. Fabulous. I think we should get to know each other better too. Why don't you come sit next to me? There's a big piece of security glass between us. Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head. Get straight. Jeez, people nowadays. They get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. There's an Association of International Magicians? Oh. Absolutely cringe-inducing. We've got the stream thumbnail already. Yeah, that'll be a good one. It's an award that recognises that I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was it was an amazing day. Wow, that's incredible! Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. I'm going to guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician. You were signed to an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct? That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know. Magic is so fabulous. You have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie. You're right. You're so right. However, the circus... It's a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there. Huh? What do you mean? That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie? Yes? I made all the old crusty circus performances obsolete. But I kinda like the circus performances. Maya looks a bit down. Oh, there is actually? It's the International Guild of Magicians or something like that. Interesting. Never knew that. Imagine a circus with dinosaurs. That'd be good. Or terrifying. Or both. Tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Last night, the ringmaster was murdered. The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry? Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening, in his room. So then, why were you arrested? Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult with me on matters, that's all. Nick? I don't think Max understands how serious this is. She's right. I think I should shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster? Uh-huh. What did you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him? What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max? It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary. Salary? I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you? Yes? That's all you talked about? Of course! It was a fabulous chat. The Cyclops. Just fabulous. I mean, now he's got me saying it. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. Okay, this explains things. In the anime, so they don't have Cyclops in the anime. So when he started talking to this guy, he didn't trust him at all. And we weren't really sure why, but it's because he had Cyclops. There is a circus with dinosaurs in the movie We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. I forgot about that movie. I'm pretty sure I watched that when I was a kid. Yeah, let's look around. Anything different today? Smile your candid camera. Max keeps sneaking glances up at the security camera on the wall. I wonder if he's still trying to be a star. To a security camera. This guy monitors the visitor's room. He's so quiet, you could forget he was even there. If he wasn't watching everything. He's pushed up against the wall. Kind of like a magnet on the refrigerator. Yeah. Got my badge. What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me? He isn't wasting his time. Max, you're... Okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now. What's that? Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie? Because you've been arrested for murder. Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously, because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So? I'm the very big star of the very big circus. And that means I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what? Max? Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. I did not want to pull your magic wand, mate. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke. Look at Max. He's crushed. Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. Very serious business. Yes? Sir, you're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm an attorney. Please, help me! I didn't kill nobody! Didn't kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit. But a killer? That's insane. I could never. Max? I swear. I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm. Okay, I'll take your case. Really? Really. Oh, thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks. Max? Yes? What's your real name? It's Billy Bob Johns. Billy Bob. I'd rather pull devil triggers, not magic wands. Yes. Yeah, it's got to be a devil trigger. What's the matter, Maya? He's really just a country bumpkin. I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Huh? Mr. Attorney? Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was the 10 of hearts, right? What? How did he got it right? Again? What can I say? You two, you've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galacticus hearts. You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. He didn't just call me sweetie, did he? Alright, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick. Well, we got like no evidence, so there's no way we can break this Cyclops yet. Age 21. A fabulous magician famed for his aerial illusions, accused of murder. Oh, catch you later! Let's see if we can talk to Maya first. Yeah, we can. So are you, Maya. So what? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't mind him, actually, Max. There's much worse characters in this case. I don't mind him. Sweetie, not even Edgeworth calls me that. He has almost as many hearts as Maya has stomachs. December 28. Wright & Co. Law Officers. Alright, we've got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking. Let's get going. Okay. What's the matter? You seem down. Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was a country bumpkin? Is she really that bothered by it? So now, what do we do? Huh? There's still lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to witnesses, gather evidence. Yeah, I guess you're right. We still don't even know what happened in the first place. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. I could have sworn I've heard that before. Well, we never have enough information. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. Check out my badge. Well, your badge is still shining. Barely. It may be showing a bit of wear, but I try to take good care of this thing. You sure do love to show that off, don't you, Nick? Who knows how many times you've shown it to me? She's right. I whip it out at the drop of a hat. Can we show her the Megatana? Nah. This is kind of pointless, don't you think? If it's that pointless, then you don't have to worry about showing it to me. When she's right, she's right. Well, let's go to the circus. A list of all the stubbicks Maya has. I think it was 6. 1 for burgers, 1 for steaks, 1 for noodles, 1 for sweets. Wow. Hang on, I need to drink some water. A very big circus. Circus entrance. We're here again? Yep. But this time we're here for work. It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Sounds like a plan. But first let's take a look around. Look! Look! It's Max! Even when you don't want to see him, poof! He's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Very Big Circus. But looking around, it might as well be Circuit de Galactica. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. The stars on his cheek sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker. Nah, it's alright. I like how he said nah, not no, nah. It's a snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks, not to mention candy and popcorn. They've even got snow cones. Who would eat snow cones in the middle of winter? Nick, do you think we can buy some snow cones? Look around. There's tons of snow piled up around here. Yay! Wait a second. There's no syrup though. I want syrup. Hopefully she doesn't notice that discoloured snow in the corner. That's not syrup. Oh, yuck. Ew. That was a pretty good go at it. Ah, cool. Thanks, counting. Ew. Ew. Nick, the entrance is right here. Maya, the circus is closed today. No clowns, no elephants, no shows. I know that. Nick, you can get your picture taken with Dali the elephant. There's no Dali. Not today. I know that too. Oh well. I'll just have to take a picture with whoever I stumble across. It's not like we're here on business or anything. Cirque du. Ah, Cirque du. Thanks, Tag. This is the box office where they sell all the tickets for the circus. They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time. So then why don't you buy one now? Sounds like a plan. Oh no, it looks like I forgot my wallet. Does she have a wallet? If you want me to buy it for you, just ask me already. You know I'd never do that to you, Nick. Sure. This door must lead to the lodging house. No entry to unauthorized personnel. Do you really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering? It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick? I'm not even going to justify that question with a response. I bet all of the stars stay at that lodging house. Those streamers do a nice job introducing the circus performers. Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades. You know, you don't really see too many streamers nowadays, do you? You do on Twitch. Yeah. God, you wish there were no clowns here? Me too. Me too, counting. You're right, I haven't seen one in ages. I bet they stopped using them due to little kids climbing up to the top. I don't think that was why. Bad joke? Yeah. That's a good emote for us. Another slow beef one? Nice. He's got good emotes. I think we looked at everything. Oh, no. Over here. The very big top is so very enormous. Yep. One look at the huge tent looming over you and you realise this is a circus. I know! It really gets your blood pumping, doesn't it? Well, 2 new places. Let's go to the lodging house. Lodging house. Plaza. This seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky. Who's this gonna be? Someone who knows this. I'm gonna guess Gumshoe? Ah, it's you two! Yeah, Gumshoe. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. How is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, Detective. Well, I'd rather not be always working. But with crime, you don't make your own hours. If I have to be at the circus anyway, I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Aww. It's depressing. Clowns tend to scare me. What is up with clowns? There's something with clowns. I don't like clowns. Nick! He complained. That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? But no music? Aw, where's Gumshoe's music? Aw. Do you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Of course, it will be Miss Von Karma. She isn't going to hit me with a whip again, is she? Spoilers. Yes. What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma's really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about. Like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. Gonna get some info finally. What in the world happened after I went back home? Mr. Edgeworth? You haven't heard what happened to him? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around? Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Nick? Oh, still haven't gotten the info. The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 PM. He died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal. It was rather cold. This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you are standing now. Ah! Surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. Yee! It's pretty clear-cut as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly. But? There's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Ha! There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. Way to be vague there? Yeah! Everyone's being really vague about Edgeworth. In all fairness, you hate explaining things that upset you to other people too? Yeah, that's fair, Tag. That's fair. What was this one thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal! Footprints! Footprints? Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? This wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensics experts took it back and are examining it now. And what is so mysterious about the footprints? Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. The problem is, the killer's footprints aren't there. Bingo. Where did the killer come from? And where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there is no way the killer committed this crime while flying. A flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head. There's no way! Flying is impossible! That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated, it means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Crime photo. Nice. A picture of the crime scene. Check out my badge. Come on, you've flashed that badge at me so many times it doesn't work anymore. Why don't you try wearing a different badge every now and then? Well, I do have a Steel Samurai badge with me. How about that one? I'll only wear it if Detective Gumshoe carries a Steel Samurai police badge. Then it's a deal. I hear that Detective Gumshoe has that very badge. What? Don't look at me like that. You're making me nervous. Do you have anything to say about that? No. You know I can't tell you two anything about the evidence we've gathered. Stingy. Stingy? When you put it so bluntly, it kinda hurts my feelings, pal. Okay. Ask him about Max now. Oh, let's ask him about Maya. Being a spirit medium is quite an accomplishment. And you're so young too. That's really something. Actually, I've been thinking of taking a break from channeling. Really? I don't want to have another incident, like last time. Aw. Yeah, he gave us the photo, but I don't know, he helps us to a certain point, and then he's like, nah, I'll cross the line too much. It looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. It's not just his attitude. I've got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. And so now he's telling us about the hat. Well, it does have very classy decorative elements. Silk hat. Made-to-order hat that is a symbol of Max's fabulousness, found at the crime scene. Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they are mundane? At least they are easy to understand. I must have hit a nerve. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Of course there's a witness. Eh? Tell us about the eyewitness. After we finish showing you profiles. I'm making a really strange, tired-looking face here. Are you sure you weren't born looking like that? I wish I was more lively. He's very lively in the anime, actually. Right now, I'm just tired. Well, there's not much you can do about that, so you just gotta keep on being tired. You're right. Glad I stayed out of that one. You're going down this time, pal. Oh, is that right? She's been practicing 1,000 cracks a day, pal. Cracks? Wait, you don't mean cracks of the... Yep, cracks of the whip. I like that you can show profiles to people now just for extra dialogue. There's quite a bit of extra dialogue hidden behind them, so... Hey, Kick, welcome. Yeah, Phoenix has his memory back now. Yeah, we finished case 2, so Maya's all good to go, and she's helping us out again. Just like old times. Gumshoe, I can't help you. Hey, take a look at this. Exactly. Exactly. So about the eyewitness. Oh, you know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Hmm. Oh well. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house. Why is that? Oh, no reason. Just something I remembered to tell you. It must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal! They're not actually going to stop us, we can just go there. So we have the hat now. I don't think we can present it to him though. Nah. Okay. Oh dear. Lodging house. First floor. Mo's room. I wonder whose room this is. It's called Mo's room, Phoenix. The name tag on the door says Mo on it. I guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room's probably worse though. Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. Oh, we're spared for now. Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies, The Joke's on You, Treat Your Peons Right, and the classic Funny Jokes Are Funny. Wow, Mo is very studious. The Joke's on You, huh? Clown equipment is so funny looking. He's got a balancing ball, a unicycle, he's even got a trampoline. But they're all broken. Maybe he was just a little too excited during practice? Who knows with that guy? Maybe that's part of the gag? Yeah, they've seen the clown before, because he was at the show. What the? There's a string of carrots here. How strange. The carrots seem to come in all different shapes. Weird. I can't tell if Mo just likes carrots, or if he was using them for some sort of gag. Look at the ceiling. It looks like someone punched a hole in it. You're right. I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in there. What goes on in here. All those clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy. Look at the collection he's got. It's incredible. It must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it now? She better not want me to try one of those on. I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office. In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. Mo's got an excellent pair of pyjamas, laid on his bed in an excellent manner. What? Those are pyjamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew. What? They don't look like clown clothes. Anyway. Awesome! Look at these shoes! They're great! Forget the shoes. Check out the great gag banana peel. You sure it wasn't Mo's snack after lunch? Are you blind? Look at how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. Yeah, I think we're... Oh, look at his bed. He's got a clown face on the bed. Like, nah, that's gone too far. Too far. Too far, mate. We've gone too far. Alright, let's escape this place. Pain is delayed, yes. Gotta face it sometime, though. Now I guess we'll go the other way. To the big top. Very big circus. Big top. The circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience. Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Grrr. Huh? Nick? It wasn't me. Grrr. Grrr. Tiger! He's coming this way. Ah! And then they died. Nick, you're too young to die. Nick! Stay, heal. Grr. I'm still here. I'm not dead. Yet. Nick! Nick, are you okay? Scared you, didn't I? Regent is such a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me? Nick, he almost died there. He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. Hardly ever. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. Huh? You agree, don't you? I guess. What do you mean, you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo! Your costume. Eh? It's cute. I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? You're the best. Wow, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Never been that afraid by a JPEG before? Yeah, I want to go through the whole series. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Very Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up next to an animal tamer, I think we really look odd. Nice to meet you. Likewise. Hey Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder? Uh-huh. My dad was murdered. She doesn't look like she cares much. Oh, I see. Wait, what did she just say? So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night. Even your dad? Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 PM. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why did you do that? I was playing with Regent. Regent, so she was with that beast. That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead. For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish she would tell us more about her dad. That's incredible that you're an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary, he's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend. Leon? Yes, Leon the lion. Leon the lion. Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices. Leon, he died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. There is fan art of Regina in Maya's costume and vice versa. Ah, of course. My dad got murdered. Teehee. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What? Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it. It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. Whatever you say, Phoenix. Look around, I guess. Look, that's where Max comes out during the show. I've got to admit, that was a pretty cool effect. We're planning for me to start coming out of the line during the show. That's great, Regina. Yeah, I will ride on Regent's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. Sometimes I wonder about this girl. Ah, a ladder. It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Oh. Okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. More stepladder conversations? The seats are kind of far away, don't you think? They are, but it also means that lots of people can fit in the big top. He's right, we can fit 500 people into a show. 500? That's amazing! Flying around above that many people is a real rush. At least that's what Max said. Hey, it's a rope! Probably for tightrope walking. That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. Whoa, those lights are huge! I love lights. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me. That's because everyone knows that you're cute. No, I'm not cute. You're cute. Wow. Get a room. Me? Of course. I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine. Really? You think so? Nick, did you hear that? Me, a heroine. What about Nick, Regina? Nick. He's no hero, is he? Ouch. Thanks a lot, Maya. Yeah, he's only actually saved people. The music is starting to get to you. Sorry. But it's here. Ooh. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. Not a single clue. You know, I've been meaning to ask you. What exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? A bloody chainsaw, for instance? Well, there's definitely not one of those here. Yeah. Check out my badge! What about this? Can you tell me? What can you tell me? I'm not really good at figuring out hard things. Really? You too? I understand exactly what you mean. I never expected Maya to make a new friend in a strange place like this. Doesn't care about that. What about the hat? This silk hat is Max's. That's right. It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing the hat. Or I thought up the idea for wearing the hat. Huh? Really? Yep. He took my sketch to the hat shop. And they made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There's only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool? Oh, we got lots of profiles now. Talk about everyone. Maya, you're a spirit channeler? Yep. I'm still training, though. That sounds like fun. I think you should join us at the circus. Huh? As a spirit channeler? Yeah, you'd be a big hit. Really? She says I'd be a big hit. I think she's just being nice. It's Max. Hey, where is Max now anyways? You don't know? Nope. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. It's okay. Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal? Of course he's not. I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? That's a strange answer. What do you think about this person? Sorry. Sorry? I've already given my heart to another man. So I'm not interested in enrolling in your dating service. Huh? I just wanted to know if you knew this person. Cool, this lady's got a whip. She's an animal tamer, huh? Sort of. 2 women with whips. That's my cue to shut up and act like a good boy. Age 16, the idol of the Berry Big Circus and daughter to Russell Berry, the ringmaster. Alright, I look so cute in this picture. Don't you think I look cute? Don't ya? Don't ya? No. You sure do. No objections here. Russell Berry, age 52, the victim and ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Regina Berry's father. After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. The ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. Yeah. Oh, okay. You should start lying about things in the series to psych out people who haven't seen the games. That sounds fun. Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Ah. Well... What? Really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick, there's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways. And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well. What? Who was it? Someone named Trillo. Trillo? Apparently he is a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus. She must have some sort of strange power over them. You're not kidding! 2 people in one day! Even I want to profess my love for her. Me too, she's so cute. Is she though? Also, she's 16. Ooh. Hey, amigo! Yep, it's Clown Town. Okay, we escaped the music for now. I'm gonna drink some water. Ringmaster's room. This was the ringmaster's room? Yes, this room belonged to the victim. Which means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, that is what he said. I wonder what... that's an interesting poster. Ah, it's a poster of Max. I want it! I want it! Nick, I want it! I want to get out of here. Very good. You're about to put some different music on? Don't worry, it'll probably be back. There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they? Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here. But, you didn't even notice that I took one. Ah, she already swiped one. You're incorrigible, you know that? Wow, she actually took a poster. Oh. Max G promo poster, emblazoned with Max's 3 famous symbols. Like the blurry little picture of the tiger down the bottom there. Not sure what that middle picture is supposed to be. Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. Posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action. Mind-numbing legalese. You will say, wow. Or perhaps hold it. Don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride. With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. And she doesn't seem to care now. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. What? A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. Aww. You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. I want to look at the... oh. I guess I have to check it out later. You'd never want Maya to set foot in your house. She's going to be like, nice movie poster, yonk. Yeah. Another good thumbnail, mind-numbing legalese. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup. It's quite a collection of the most understated colours. Shocking pink, for example. This one says it is 100% all-natural organic mascara. And this one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. The ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual. What does metrosexual mean? I've forgotten. All of these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. It looks like every year the ringmaster made donations to charity. To the Robot Clown Research Centre. What? You're kidding, right? What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. Robot clowns? No. That is not something we should ever need. Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. It's like a guided tour of the circus's history. This is so cool. It seems like there are so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing in our office. We can put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty. And what if we had a client who was found guilty? We'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Oh, wow. Oh, it's actually a slur? Wow, okay. I wish I could delete that line. That's a crappy term, then. I don't like it. Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed. Just look at all the awards this circus has won. Like, All-County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow. The Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. What was that one about Beer Belly... Hang on. Beer Belly Balloon Bounce. That sounds amazing. This was localized around the same time as Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, so the term was just starting to enter public consciousness. Ah, okay. That explains it. Oh, well, this looks pretty suspicious. It's a table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top. Ah, look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes! What is it? I didn't know they're a magician. This salary is incredible. She looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise. But this document is dated a week ago. Ringmaster's papers. Documents related to Max's salary negotiations. He got an enormous raise 1 week ago. This was the table he used when visitors came to see him. Ooh, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am, anyway? Alright, I think that's everything here. Yeah. Guess we'll head back out and see if anything changes. Hi. I guess I'll show you these two. No, don't care. Alright. That's fine. But that one. No, okay. Don't care. See ya. Aw. Your cats are so cute. I don't have a cat today. She's on the bed in the bedroom. She's a snob. Very big circus. Circus entrance. Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me. Hello? Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me. Well, me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just your everyday average Joe. An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying. Like any regular person would hang around the circus, just like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. Look at the size of that bow tie. Jeez. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya. Well, I, just happened to be, passing by. But I suppose you happen to be some kind of carny? Not a carny. I'm a performer, actually. I'm a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodman. Your last name is Woodman? Yes, that's right. Everyone calls me Ben. Ah, yes. That's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. This guy doesn't look, sus at all. Excuse me, Ben? Yes, you mean me? About the murder. I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really, I'm just a normal regular guy. I don't know. This guy's so nervous. He's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up. Just try to smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica. Max? He's not very nice. Did he just say that Max is not very nice? Oh, ow, my head hurts. Yikes, I hope he's okay. It sounds like he just popped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist? I'm just a regular guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, right now, he's contagious. Okay, check out my badge. Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. What can we show you? No. Ask him about Max. No. Assuming there's a specific thing I need to show him. Real name, Benjamin Woodman, a ventriloquist. Conversing with him is really tiring. Good night, Rose. Thanks for hanging out. Ask him about Russell. No, he don't care. Ask him about Regina. Nope, okay. Alright, maybe I'll try coming back to you later? Maybe? Question mark? Hey, Gumshoe. Tell me about stuff. Nope. Nope. Can you tell me about these people? I've got an affidavits from most of the performers at this circus. They are certainly a strange bunch of characters. Yeah, you can say that again, Gumshoe. You don't say. Well, not stranger than you, I suppose. That was cold. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just messing around. Aww. I think I need to find his puppet, I think. I'll go see if the clown's back in his room yet. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Lodging house, first floor, Moe's room. Hello? Kablamo! Congratulations! You're the big wiener! The 1 millionth visitor to the room of one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me. Earplugs. Must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? I didn't actually. You don't remember this case too well because you never replay it. Understandable. Verse left at the right time. Yes. I welched on giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Lansing. Catch my drift? I don't get it at all. Oh god, stop. Please stop. Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Oh, she was actually laughing. Clowns are always funny in my book. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh! I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't. You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two. But this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it. But you have to admit he is kind of funny. No, I do not have to admit that. Because he isn't. Do I have to talk to him? The Welching thing is a reference to Welch's Jelly Jam, a jam brand in the US. Oh, okay. Could you please tell us more about the Very Big Circus? It's a very big story. You sure you got that kind of time? And the hits just keep on coming. This circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow! Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there is just so much competition. But I love the circus! I love it too! That is why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us. Nick, he just made a joke. Laugh! Har, 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 har. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world. A real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. Because he knew that I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees. I see. How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man? Just gonna drink some water. Alright. Mo. Wiggity wiggity wiggity, what? I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humour. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 PM last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek? Of the crime. Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime. Great. This music fits the cats at least. Are they being silly again? He is painful when you feel sorry for me having to voice him. Thank you. The Ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show. New elements? When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realise that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned. A bit long in the tooth? But that make-believer takes things too far. Make-believer? The magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder. Go ahead. Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything. I bet he's still hiding something about Max. Oh, really, you think, Phoenix? You think? You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw? Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped. That's not fair. I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details. But only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make with the funny. Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it. What's the matter? Just getting ready. Okay, do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. I mean, it's better than his jokes. At least his expectations are low. I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Yeesh. Cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try. So I'll tell you what I saw. I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw. Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he is letting on. I understood your attempt at a joke, I just didn't find it funny. Can't remember where that line is from. Yeah, that sounds familiar to me too. Yeah, I'm not sure where that's from. Did you get my badge? What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? Ah, you want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. When you tell a joke, imagine everyone's wearing underwear and dancing the lambada. I think that's enough advice for now. Nick, he was giving you good advice. Don't be so close-minded. Russell! How could anyone do this to you? Oh. Mo's taking this really hard. It's that uppity faker's uppity top hat. They found this at the scene of the crime, didn't they? That's what I've been told. Unbelievable. That jerk killed the Ringmaster. It really is a shame what happened to the Ringmaster, huh, Mo? It seems that the Ringmaster was truly a great man. Nothing to say about that. About the negotiations? No? Okay. Tell me about people. Oh, yeah. This isn't very funny. How am I supposed to know about people who aren't in the circus? Ah, okay. If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too. No? Sorry, I crossed the line. But he truly is a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head, as hard as he could. Ben? The ventriloquist with the speech impediment? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourself. Cafeteria? Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Gotti? What? Ah, yes. The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around. Ah, thank you. This is an atlas. I'm not doing all the laughing. The clown did it. You don't care what, but he did it. Oh, I'd kill myself, really. I'm dying here. Coronary! Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Gotti was a gangster? Okay. I don't get it. Circus map. A map of the very big circus. Well, at least he gave us something useful. You talked to the detective, didn't you? No? Okay. That's the ringmaster's daughter, Regina. Ever since she was a little girl, she's been watching the circus performances. Cuter than a little puppy Maltese, that Regina. If only my Lorena was that cute. Lorena? Ah, Lorena is my daughter. She lives with her mother now. It's true what they say about the tears of a clown. I've been friends with Russell since even before the circus began. He was so selfless. He always thought about others before thinking of himself. I'll find a way to return the favour. He always took such good care of me. I wish I would have thanked him more than I did. Ah, Ben, how's he doing? He's a ventriloquist, isn't he? That's right. Boy, was I surprised when they told me his secret. He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. Nah, not even doing it. Just kidding. Ben wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder. Ah, that's a simple problem to solve. He won't talk if he doesn't have his puppet, Trillo. Trillo? If Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet, you'll barely get a word out of him. Really? Master and puppet. Trillo? Ben Trillo? Look, am I around here? Oh jeez, water damage in your bathroom. That sounds awful. You were waiting for my next break to go take care of your laundry, but you kind of regret that decision. Yeah, the downside is, yeah, this is the worst case. He's got some pretty annoying characters. Mo, age 46, real name Lawrence Curls, the ringmaster's old friend, a pleasant stooge of a clown. Ah, what's the matter? Whenever I see my own nose, I'm reminded of my Italian heritage. Ah, I see. It must be because you have one of those Roman noses? Roman all over your face? I didn't cross the line there, did I? You went so far past it, you'll need a map to get back. Ah, you've been watching the VODs so far on YouTube? Nice! Oh, ventriloquism means belly talking. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. Thanks, counting. Burn the puppet. That's a good idea. Yeah, well... Guess we'll go... Hang on. We've got a map. Check out this map. Alright, a couple places we haven't been yet, so I suppose we can go there now. Hi. See ya. How do we get to the cafeteria? Hi. Don't want to talk to you. Cafeteria. There we go. I don't know how long this investigation day is going to be. Maybe I should just take a break soon? Because the investigation days seem to be pretty long in this one. I'm nearly out of water, so when I run out of water, I'll take a break. That sounds good. The puppet may honestly be worse than Mo. Yeah! I do not like the puppet. Alright, Big Top Cafeteria. Ooh, this place is gross. This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me, what was it that Mo said? He said that yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here. He also said that there's gotta be something interesting there. Nick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask. Huh. Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever read this sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die! Well, that would definitely make them clean up. I like that idea. This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand. Look here, Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right? Always with the hamburgers. The kitchen is over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's killer hamburger. You'd try it, wouldn't you? Just no answer. It looks like they've left it exactly as it was on the night of the murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Looking at all these dishes is making me hungry. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside. Once we're finished with the case. Alright, then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go. Whoa! Where's the mute button when you need it? The chair's been knocked over. That's what it looks like. It almost looks as if someone knocked it over in a struggle, or used it for self-defense. Or maybe Regent just likes to eat his dinner in the cafeteria. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. Oh, watch out, Nick! There's broken glass all over the floor! A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. Hey Shizzle, welcome! We've started the worst case. Hi! A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. You think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting there. Huh? Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? An orange juice bottle that was found broken on the cafeteria floor. Orange juice bottle. Yeah, okay. Totally for orange juice. What's so bad about this case? There's a lot of annoying characters. A lot. Ah, a bulletin board for, bulletins. It doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously. Yeah, he would. He would. Okay, I think we're done here. No. There are dirty dishes all over the place. It must have been too hectic last night to clean up. You know I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. But why do we have to clean up? 1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because 1 bears repeating. But this is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence. Ah, you know I really hate dirty cafeterias. Not as much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. I think we're down here. Okay. Yeah, lots of circus music in this case, huh? Alright, so can we break that cyclops yet, I wonder? Well, we'll try. We shall try. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Did you want me to give a quick rundown, Chisel? Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the Detention Center. Did he just call me his sweetie? Again. What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso! I mean fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. Now we can talk to him a bit more. You want a coat like Max? That coat's it's a bit much. But yeah, well, he's a defendant. He's a magician, a very famous magician, accused of murder. Accused of murdering the ringmaster of the circus. And there's a bunch of other annoying characters. That's all. That's kind of all you really need to know. Here's the crime scene. He was hit over the head, but there's no footprints around him from an attacker. So they've arrested Max because he's a magician who can fly. So he wouldn't leave footprints. Yeah, that's their logic, I guess. Alright, Max, let's talk. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Oh, you must mean from the dinosaurs? How were those Jurassic geriatrics? Wow. Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you? Yes, sweetie, that's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess. How old was he again? Wow, that's so cool. It's already in the works. Oh? That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this Joker. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder? Yes, I was with him around 10 PM, once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of a lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's alright. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. And then? I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off for a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Alright. Save first. He's got some Cyclops. Not telling us everything. Take that! Meeting with Russell. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such. Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary. I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Badge. Jeebus. What's the matter? Sweetie, you must have some wax build up in your ears. You haven't listened to me at all. Huh? You're still not listening, are you? I said that I hate lies. It seems this evidence isn't enough to make him confess. You want to try again? It doesn't bother me at all. He hates lies, but he's telling lies. So I'm guessing we're going to show the Ringmaster's papers. It says they already did their salary negotiations a week ago. That's... It was on the table in the Ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the Ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. The Ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about. Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the Ringmaster called you into his room that night? Don't look at me like that. This isn't easy for me, you know. How about it, Max? How about what? What do you expect me to do with this? Let me guess. You're showing me that so I can make it disappear for you, right? No. Please don't make it disappear. I've got to try again. So I'm guessing it's about the fight he had with Ben. So I'll present Ben? Yeah, take that. Ben? You had a run-in with Ben. I didn't do anything to Ben. I didn't get in a fight with him. Aha! So you're admitting that you did have a fight with someone. Why are you looking at me all funny? No one said anything like that. Do you have any proof that we got into a knockdown, drag-out brawl? You just don't quit. You know Ben, don't you? What reason in the world would I have for getting into a fight with him? I've hardly ever said a word to him. Well, it fits in with the chain of events. You are so belligerent. If that's the case, how about you show me some proof? I'm gonna load my save now. So get all that health back. Load save. Oops, present. That's a different button. Looking at the court record and presenting are different things. Need this cat. She's not here. She'll be here when she wants food. Contract. So I guess we show the bottle because I'm guessing that's what he. Guessing that was in the involved in the fight between him and Ben. Right, save. Ow. Yeah, I'm guessing this was involved. This proves it. Where did you get that? Isn't it obvious that I found it in the cafeteria, Max? You busted Ben over the head with this bottle, did you not? That's how the bottle broke, and that's why you were called to the Ringmaster's room. Fabulous! Absolutely fabulous! Hey, victory! Thanks, you scumbag. Yeah, you don't hit people on the head with a bottle. That can actually That's real bad. Never do that. Never. You're surrounded by kitties right now. 2 are on the couch. One is in the rocking chair and the other is probably under the couch. Oh, God, that's cute. There's cats everywhere. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is Ben we were talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad, and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me, and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and I laid it all on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie. And no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trillo can't say a word. Not without Ben. Trillo? The puppet. The ventriloquist's puppet. His real name is Triloquist. A little on the nose there, game. Ventriloquist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know. That's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the Bowser, I'll be scared. I'll be screwed. Wait, Bowser? Not sure what that word is. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie? You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem, none at all. Thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. After Nick wins the case, Francisco should charge Max with assault. Yep! Agree. On the nose names are the name of the game in Ace Attorney verse. Yes, that's a good point. Ben's 31. She's 16. And he professed his love for her? Okay. Yeah, this is... Yeah. Yeah, I'm beginning to see why people don't just dislike this case. They hate this case. Circus entrance. Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. Yeah. Not sure. Never talk about this again. Yeah, I shall try not to. I wonder how much longer this investigation section is going to go. I might take a break now. Yeah, I'm almost at the 2-hour mark. Okay, I should take a break. Save and get some more water. Leave you with some music. I'm just going to mute the game because we've got some birds chirping. Shh. Quiet birds. Shh. Gotta play music. Like this. Okay. I shall be back. Gotta have Nero dance, and there we go. I'll see you soon. Alright, I'm back, everyone. Thanks for waiting. Good night, Sana 2K. Sorry, I've probably missed you by now, but yeah, have a good night. Alright. Ready to get back to the circus? KFC again, Steve. Jeez. My boyfriend's asking if I want KFC again. I mean, I can't say no, can I? I guess I do. That does mean I'll have to cut the stream pretty short, though. Actually, I'll say no tonight. Just answering him. Okay. Thanks, Tag. And welcome back to you. How'd you go with your laundry? Okay. I was just checking the achievement list, and apparently there's an achievement we can get for showing Maya Max's profile. What's the matter? You've been acting strange for a while now. Max, he's just some country bumpkin. So, what does that matter? He's still a famous magician, right? I guess, but his real name is Billy Bob Johns. Yikes, the poor guy's got 3 first names. I guess it is pretty odd. Oh well, if a big star can do it, then you should pretend to be exotic too, Nick. A big star? Max Galactica is a pretty big name. Anyways, what do you think about Naruhodo A. Rato? Naruhodo, that's his Japanese name, isn't it? What's the A stand for? The A stands for attorney. I'll think about it. Achievement unlocked. Naruhodo A. Rato. Very good. Achievements! Delicious. You're making yourself a burger. Tasty. That sounds good. Right, so it's hidden in the office. The puppet, that is. Alright. Very big circus, big top. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we are making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster. And there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. Ringmaster's room. It looks the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters. You mean stole one of those posters? Yeah. Let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trillo somewhere in this room. Trillo. Oh, the ventriloquist puppet. Okay. Where would I hide a puppet if I were a magician? Ah, in here somewhere? Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed. Just look at all the awards this circus has won. Seen this dialogue. There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet! I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Trilloquist, a ventriloquist puppet. An operatic tenor who doubles as Ben's sidekick. Why do I have to carry this thing? This puppet sucks. Sucks. Alright, where did Ben go? Big Top Cafeteria. Oh, hey, Ben. Hello. Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? You're getting Blue Badger vibes off Trillo. Trillo wishes it was Blue Badger. Yeah, I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Tell us what you know about the murder. Do you know anything at all? I don't know a thing. Oh. Well, I don't know. You've been in the circus for a long time, haven't you, Ben? Yes, about 4 years. I gotta admit, I'm kinda interested in this place as well. Oh, it's so funny, and Max is so amazing. Not to mention Regina being the cutest little thing I've ever seen. Regina? I don't really like her too much. Are you sure about that? That's odd. Max said something about a confession of love. Yep, okay. Let's get this over with. Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. Here you go. Trilloquist returned to Ben. Alright, Maya, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Oh, okay. What? I thought we were going to talk to him. Okay, he's gone now. So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see. Maybe we should go talk to the clown once again. Hey, wait! Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench. What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben? Is that you, Ben? No, I would never. It was me. Yeah, me, down here. You're Trillo? That is Mr. Quest to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again. Oh. Mr. Quest, is that better? No! Look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney. Trillo, we talked about insulting people. You promised. But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal. I'm sorry, Trillo. Nick, what just happened? Yeah. My question too. Hey, Mr. Felker. Yeah, this is a case. Trillo is still a puppet, right? Hey, who do you think you are, calling me a puppet? Alright, hang on. I'm just going to check out this picture from Amigo. Wow. I think that's my favourite fan art yet, Amigo. That's really good. Hang on. And boop. Thanks, Amigo. Welcome to Clown Hill. Welcome to Clown Town. Enjoy your stay. It's great. God, that Mo is very creepy. Thanks, Amigo. Your artwork's really good. I like it. I love it. Tell us what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I said you're talking to me. Don't look at him when you're talking to me. Trilloquist, you behave, young man. Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts. Trillo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. So like, the one thing I like about this character is that you can see Ben's mouth moving as Trillo talks. That's the only thing I like about this character. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants. Your partner? Do you mean Ben? Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here. Oh, my. But I'll be fair. In this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna. Your... Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning. Right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far. You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand of what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Marry? The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up? I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on the facts. You're going to marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realise the joy that awaits her, does she? I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care. It is my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched. I know you think that, but... But what? I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song. You gave her a song? Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Please don't. Me. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... The rest is private. The case where you want everyone to go to jail. Exactly, Buddy Card. Exactly. Ooh. Hey, Tag. We got the puppet back for this guy, and now he's fucking annoying. And creepy. Well, the melody is pretty good. Those lyrics. I think they need a little work. Who asked you? I'm the artist here. Thanks. Now that Trillo's here. Does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, buttface. Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trillo? Enough jibber-jabber. Let's get to court already. Hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Oh. So they're both witnesses. Fantastic. Big Top. What in the world happened with Ben and Trillo? Quite a pair, those two. Oh no, now what? The monkey. Ah, yow! Ah! Hey, welcome back, Nick. There's a Batman villain called the Ventriloquist, and he's almost exactly like those two. Wow. Fatal prion illnesses. You feel like we've all suffered a more horrifying experience. Well, let's borrow a missile from Gumshoe and set him on Trillo. Yes, I agree. I like that. I like that idea. Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah, my badge. The badge. That monkey stole it. What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You looked so completely dumbfounded. Regina. You, that monkey. Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge. Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Money? The monkey is called Money? Yes. Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back? I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems. Eh? Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. That's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Moe's. I guess it is time that I revisit that kooky clown. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trillo? What do you mean, hanging around? Well, he was there when Trillo told me that he was in love with me. Trillo told you he was in love with you? Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart, and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo. Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. Ah, but Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trillo? Wait, you do realise that Trillo is a puppet? Huh? I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. Help us with the... Oh yeah, that's right, we have to go talk to Mo again. Oh yeah! Ooh, drink some water. These innuendos are bad on so many levels. Yep. Agree. Lodging House Plaza. Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off already. Yeah. Probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Yeah, they got lonely, definitely. Did I look around here? I don't think I did I? The ringmaster's body was found here. I heard that the way he fell over made him look like he was carrying a wooden box. But what in the world really happened here? This is the condenser for the air conditioner. It hasn't been used in a while. What? How'd you figure that out? You're not making things up now, are you? Hold your horses. It was easy to figure out. It was snowing before the murder, right? Well, look at the condenser. The snow is still piled on top of it. Wow, Nick, I'm impressed. Maybe you should be a PI instead of an attorney. Something's covered up by this tarp. An old sign, perhaps? Nick, look out! They've got the killer trapped behind that tarp. What? It wasn't funny? You know it wouldn't have hurt you to look even a little bit surprised. Phew, she didn't notice that I was too scared to talk. That's pretty good. The only way this case can get worse is if Larry's also here somehow and creeps on Regina too. Hey, panicking? To catch up on sleep or to watch me stream, that is the question. Well, you can always watch the VODs if you need sleep. Sleep is pretty important. Well, not much to actually look at around here, is there? This safety light was on at the time of the murder, wasn't it? That's what they say. They were performers in the lodging house, so it makes sense that it was on. I bet the killer was worried that someone would spot them during the crime. How's the case so far? It's not a good... Alright, talk to the dang clown. Lodging house, first floor, Mo's room. Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Right all the time! It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right? See, Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience. So, what can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it. We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Nope, not laughing. Not laughing. So, about Regina. Regina is such a pure, innocent child. She's such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know. But that means she didn't really know much about the world outside the big top. Sounds like Pearly. For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is, that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life. I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist's puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply, without complications. Pearly is so much better than Regina? Yup, agree. Mind getting up to speed? What's awful so far? There's a lot of annoying characters, like this clown who's... This clown is just annoying. There's a ventriloquist who's annoying. There's lots of people creeping on a 16-year-old. That kind of thing. Oh. Ugh. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah, yes, Money! He stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny things, shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him. Eh? Why's that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly! Bravo, bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying. You mean right now? Of course! Shall we go? Should we go with him now, or wait a while? Let's do it. Come on. December 28th, lodging house, 3rd floor, Acro's room. This is it! What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Get some exercise, Phoenix. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around today. Eh? That's a big pile of junk over in the corner. I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. I actually like that one. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff. Okay, no, don't like it anymore. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Money the monkey. A monkey who takes care of Acro. Habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. Regina is annoying because everyone acts like she's the best when she's a spoiled child allowed to exist in a bubble because of reasons. That's a good way to put it, counting. Oh, cool. Got another. Oh, yeah, you did that fan art again? Yeah, that's really good fan art, amigo. Hoorah. Did we actually lose our badge? Oh, we did. No badge? No. A monkey stole our badge. Hey, the net's ripped. Manny must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore. The net looks fine to me. Do you really think that he plays basketball? I think so. Monkeys live life above the rim, you know? You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got proverbial game? Of course. That monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. What is this dialogue? Well, a prehensile tail may give might be an unfair advantage. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be. Can a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? He's got a barbell. Look around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey, Nick! What? I don't have this one! This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. Why not? It's a monkey calendar. Whoever's in this room must really love monkeys. Maybe a little too much. Wow, I just realised that the year is almost over. Amazing how time flies. It's been one wild year, especially the last part. Well, we still got one last person to help this year, Max. Oops, already looked at that. Alright. Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror, everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this, it's a trophy, and it's really heavy. Nick, I found it! Your badge! It's right here! Oops. Attorney's badge returned to its rightful spot on the pill. It's my all-important badge. Thanks, you really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. He actually bought an engagement ring? Oh, Jesus Christ. A cheap ring, but still. A cheap ring with an eerie sparkle. From T to R is engraved on it. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. You love my quiet and disgusted Jesus Christ. Oh. This sure is a case. Well, probably a bit too early to take another break, so we'll just keep going. We'll just drink some water though. Okay, maybe we can do a court segment before we end? That Jesus Christ needs to be clipped just so we have a good response to when people ask why this case is so bad. Yeah. Well, I don't think it had the context that we really needed, though. as to why it's so bad. Okay. Hoorah! Court time! Time for court shenanigans. December 29, 9:43 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk? What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. But what? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. I'm surprised she's not on board with that idea. Yeah, at the moment I'm thinking of playing the investigation games after the first trilogy. Nick? What's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Nick's on board with it though. That's good. 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 2. Now, I haven't played the investigation games, so yeah, I'm looking forward to them. Should be good. And now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realised that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage? Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. Oh, I see her loss has had an effect. She's trying to pretend it didn't exist. Now, I'm going to put on some gloves because my hands are getting pretty cold. Phoenix needs to fly by the seat of his pants. Billy Bob is a perfectly friendly name. Yeah, I agree. Grow up, kid. Nobody likes a sore loser. Yeah, exactly. You lost, Franziska. You lost. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. But your father... I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now, let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there. Now! I feel really bad for Gumshoe having to deal with all these prosecutors who are just jerks to him. Yeah, I like Franziska. It takes a while to learn to... It takes a while before they reveal more of her backstory and stuff, though. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective. You may proceed with your testimony. Oh, no. So Steve came home. He asked me before if I wanted KFC. I said no. I can smell it. It smells really good. I should have said yes. I'll be fine. I can do this. I'll be strong. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 PM, making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 PM. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of a lodging house at 10:15 PM. Such torture, yeah. Has Cleo made an appearance on the stream yet? Nah, she's still in the bedroom. She's sleeping on the bed today. She's a jerk. Yeah, Cleo's my cat. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I feel like I accidentally changed Gumshoe's voice. I don't remember what it used to be. Anyway. I see. He was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. The court accepts this into... There's a lot of typos. Russell's autopsy report. Time of death 10:15 PM. Cause blunt force trauma to the back of the head. A blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honour. The Gumshoe's cross-examination is always interesting. Usually it's just you press every line to get more info and then it just continues on automatically. We'll see if that happens this time. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 PM, making it extremely cold out. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow... Let me see. There's got to be more to this. Eh? What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. Okay, what's he saying about the court record? Are we questioning the amount of snow that was piled up? No, keep going for now. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot, Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Aww. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't fix these typos in the HD version. They've had plenty of versions of this game to fix typos. It's pretty lazy, actually. The practice session broke up around 10 PM. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 PM. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 PM. Oh yeah, they did mention a watch, didn't they? Yeah, we did see Gumshoe's watch in that room. No. Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later. What? Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Wooden box. The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. Okay. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. Sitting. This wooden box. You figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron? I figured they just did it to make the box heavy. Ow! I think we could all do without your guesses, Detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, Detective. Get some other info. About the lock. You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. Oh, they did open it, okay. So when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensics team took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. Continue, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, what was in the box? What's in the box? In the room. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? Oh, just some cocaine. Sorry, no. It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Small seasoning bottle. Found inside the wooden box. The victim was hunched over. It contains pepper. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. I would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. He didn't get whipped for that. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're going to get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're going to get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Can we not? I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. Oh, I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. You must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trillo will show up on the stand as well. Ah, you can bet he will. Hang on, I need some water. Okay. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Triloquist. I am employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That road must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? What? It had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trillo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up, just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star? Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting to— Ow! You wouldn't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now, let's proceed. Maybe it's a good thing Edgeworth isn't here. He really would be driven to murder. Yep. Oh. Ugh. Can we just dismiss this whole testimony because Alright. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge, clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max, heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. That's all? You didn't even see the murder? What a useless testimony. Can we get him off the stand? Boo! You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Where's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat? Did Ben witness the murder or his puppet? Good question. If I skip some lines, you won't blame me. This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Carver. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. I didn't know prosecutorial was a word, but hey, now we know. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. I guess because a hat can't be planted at the scene? Yeah. Nonsense. Once practice was over, I left the tent with that stooge. I mean clown. The clown? You're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. Is that meant to say thunker? Because is that a typo or is that just funny? At least my teachers always said I was. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. Hang on, so where's... Silk hat, white roses, cloak. Yeah, that checks out. We have the puppet, and yet everyone hates Max. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Good point. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? Save game. No problems. I can't really see anything wrong with what Trillo just said. Maybe you should take a step back and look things over again, Nick. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Hey, you still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now. Oh, do we have to? Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Great. I'm getting shut down by a toy. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Oh yeah, you should see the victim too. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? A badge. Don't hold your tongue, Ben. It's your job to answer all the stupid questions. I'm sorry, Trillo. I've got to find a way to get more information out of this witness. Think about it some more, Nick. I'm sure you'll come up with something. Surely wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got conked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Load. You should have seen the victim going that way. That's the victim. That's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Aha! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move along with the testimony. Incriminating Max, yep. Seen this dialogue? You have a lug on your lap? Aw, cute. You're so lucky to have cats that cuddle on your lap. What were we up to? Okay, this part we haven't pressed. Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? Huh? I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 PM, I think? Practice ended at 10 PM, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Obviously my badge. Ben, hold your tongue, Ben. Oh, don't even get any special dialogue for this one. Not even any special dialogue. Yeesh. When did I save? Ah, here. Go through that part. Saw the victim. Victim, blah blah blah. So I really like the music in this game overall, but the music stopped. The music that was just playing though, I think that's the one that doesn't work for me. It's just not exciting enough. But you know, we'll hear it again though. Yeah. Save. Hold it. I do like this music though. What's the time signature on this music? Because it sounds kind of strange. I like it though. Who are you waiting for? You were probably waiting for Regina. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. What? He exploded. Please don't come back. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max. Ah! There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Bane! Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time. And I mean the whole truth. Oh, really? You like that? That's the only one that works for you? Oh, okay. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, there's a lot of music in this game I do like, though. Yeah, thank you, Francisca. Just keep whipping. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was. I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? That the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge! I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. You were going to propose? You? A puppet? Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Oh, ew! Just stop! Just stop this game! Game, stop! Exactly. His honour is looking a little less than honourable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright. Please continue with your cross-examination. What's with that sigh at the end? Yeah, he says he's still got it in his pocket, but the monkey stole it, right? Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina. Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it. That's the truth. If I don't want to post my VODs of this case, you won't hold it against me. I even had something to give to her. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow. Those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad, or push on anyway. Even she's horrified, yeah. Pain equals bad. I think I'm gonna live to fight another day and shut up now. Nick, don't be such a coward. Oh, pff, she hasn't whipped you yet, Maya. Alright. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to— Ah! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring, I'd like to stick to the facts, not sociology. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina. An engagement ring? Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina is going to love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's got to be something I can catch him on. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course! What a stupid question! You've got to be kidding me! You think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry, really. You don't have to apologise for that. He's the one who should be apologising. Really? Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm going to saw his woodblock in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. So you are still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not going to give up that easy. I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. That would be a good thumbnail. Don't be such a coward. Right, she only knocked him out with that whip last time. Yeah, she knocked him unconscious. Okay, so I'll be presenting the ring to this, I guess. Nope, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Do we present the ring here? There we go. Because he does not have it in his pocket. Trello, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Oh, looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognise this ring? Ah, that's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Ah! What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something. Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault? Ha! That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. What? Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey. In every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night. The night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Ah! Yow! No. Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilloquist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey, Money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Ben doesn't exercise enough. Obviously, that one Mr. Benjamin Woodman is lacking in the area of exercise. This is clear from the testimony we have just listened to. He was too slow and awkward to catch a monkey fleeing through the snow. This revelation doesn't seem to be registering too well around the courtroom. Maybe you should leave the courtroom drama for video games and rethink that one. Meta. Okay. Very meta. Yeah, Nick doesn't exercise either. He struggled to climb 2 flights of stairs. Even I can do that. Hey, Dementio? No, we're going pretty well at the moment. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong dialogue for more dialogue. Looking at the wrong text for more dialogue. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? So again... Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that does not change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defendant's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Ha! I've told you so many times. You'd think you'd know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, Stick Boy, and I'm sure it would change some more. Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. Great. More testimony. Judge agreed with us. Yeah. Alright. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max? That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. So wait, we're we're admitting that we're being like, oh no, the victim probably got there when he wasn't watching, but we're ignoring the fact that anyone else could have gotten there while he wasn't watching too? Yeah. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know? 4! Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Oh, I hate this character. This is a test of patience more than a trial. Yerp. Yikes. The judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 PM. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Yep, we're still cross-examining this character. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Ah! I'm no good at math! It was 10 PM. Oh, yes, that sounds about right. It sounds about right because that's the time that I saw Max on the scene. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, and good afternoon during the day, right? Then it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You've got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trillo? You say good evening at night? I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. He should have said this ages ago and just taken the freaking puppet. Oh my god. Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's got to be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Okay. Let's try... Oh, nothing wrong with it. Nah, nothing wrong. I guess it's kind of petty to badmouth someone's performances. I think so too. I guess you really are right all the time. Glad to see you finally coming around to that. Continue with the cross-examination, please. That's good. Let's see. Evening greeting. Ben's half of the comedy act. I wonder what this one means. Let's find out. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was to review your work... Ow! You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should know better. Ow! Ow! That hurts. That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. Wow, poor Phoenix. Hey, Lady Luna, welcome. He thinks Ben is the dummy. There's something wrong with this entire case. Yes. Yes. Alright. Evening greeting. Isn't it a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? That's a good point. It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I'd understand. Oh, that hurt. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time? Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. Hey, is that a reference to the classroom trial? I think it is. But how do I go about proving that with evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world. But I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. So I think I'll present the bottle to this one to show that they had a fight. But I'll keep pressing for more dialogue. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said? I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure. There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. The judge and Maya joined in this time. Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick? All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that will prove useful. Alright, time to go to work. Right. Welcome, Azir. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, counting. I can't help. Alright, save. Alright, I'll try presenting the bottle that they had a fight with. Hang on, have a look at our evidence. Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Thank you, Judge, thank you. Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There is absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Wow! Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie, honestly. I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honour? Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? Sure, I can by saving my game. Hooray. We'll try them all. Of course, the witness did not see a soul that night. I see. Who do you think you are to just up and decide what it is I saw that night? A fool can only understand a foolish foolery uttered by the most foolish of fools. This witness didn't see anyone. You wouldn't happen to have proof to back up that statement, would you? Oh. Nick, I just thought of something. If Ben and Trillo really didn't see anyone that night, they wouldn't have testified that they greeted someone that night, would they? What do you mean? I think that Trillo really did say good evening to someone that night. But Trillo and Max, they're in the middle of a huge fight. Maybe you should think this over some more on your own time, Mr. Wright. Let's clarify. He saw the defendant! He was right, he's guilty! Of course he saw the defendant. How could he miss Maximilian Galactica? Oh! You said that Trillo would have no reason to greet Max if they had met that night. You said that, did you not, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Is not the correct answer. That's a good line. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that has just landed the defensive penalty. Forward again. Nick, you've got to think about things a bit more and give it another shot. Yeah, I know. And by the looks of things, I've got to hurry up. Okay, get my health back. Yeah, there's some good dialogue in the wrong answers, isn't there? They found Phoenix's one weakness. The Magatama doesn't work on puppets. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person this witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? Would the defense kindly explain who it was that Trillo saw that evening then? He saw my badge. This is the person that this witness felt the need to greet that night. How about it, Mr. Quist? How about you stop asking me these ridiculous questions? You can show me all the crappy pictures you'd like. There's not one I wouldn't greet. What the oak are you doing, Woodman? You better not say, Trillo, watch your mouth. Well, okay. Sorry about that, Trillo. Order! Order! There will be order in my courtroom. Mr. Wright. Uh-oh, now I've done it. You better rethink this line of questioning before I lose my patience with you. Alright. Oh, who did he? He saw a monkey. I know he saw a monkey. I mean, I know how this case turns out, but I don't know if we're meant to be there yet. So I don't know if we're meant to pick out someone else. Would have been Regina, because he wanted to propose to her. He wouldn't have just said good evening. And he said he was with... He said he left Mo at the... I guess that is the only answer, isn't it? Process of elimination. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. Stop! No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? Ah, she worked it out. You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Well... Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Order! Order! How do you respond to this? Trillo saw Ben and said good evening. Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Alright, this is getting... Oh. Come on, man, you've got to remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now. Ow! Oh, good. She made him stop. Yes, yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. Nice self-burn. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we've finally won a point in this one. That is very... unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your efforts, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honour, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Yeah, he's actually asking the prosecution for proof. Amazing. Okay, well, I'm going to call it there for tonight. My throat is getting sore, and I'm getting hungry. So we will continue this tomorrow, or whatever next day I stream. Oh, that one's maybe not family friendly? Okay, I'll look at it, but I won't share it, show it just yet. Yeah, that is pretty good. 3 symbols. Hang on, where's the third symbol? After Trillo, we got Mo. Yep, we got on his spiky hair. Oh, that's pretty amazing. That's pretty good. Alright, who else is streaming here? Dark Twinge is still going, so I will host him. Thank you all very much for watching. There we go. And I'll see you all next time. See yous.